Greetings and welcome to Andromeda. My name is Commander Joseph Sharp, and if you're watching this message right now, it means you're well on your way to your new home, Neo. Currently, your body's in a state of hyperchambic cryosleep. You're also traveling on one of our Crawford luxury cruisers, named after our founders, just like the one you see behind me here. The trip should only take 3 short years thanks to William Crawford and his invention, the neuroinhibitor. Once you reach the far end of the Andromeda galaxy, where you will be equipped with your very own prodigy chip so that your body may adjust properly to the atmosphere here on Neo. And speaking of Neo, at 10 times the size of Earth, it is nothing short of spectacular, but you'll see all that for yourself. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy your sleep while on your journey to the furthest edge of the Andromeda galaxy. I know you're gonna love it here, and we can't wait to welcome you to your new home.
Sir?
Reynolds.
That's correct. Whose house is this?
The Operations Library Division said you'd been to Sylvanas.
Long time ago.
16 Marines go into those woods. 1 man comes out. You. Care to explain that?
It was a battle.
With an infected species, the Niko virus, responsible for wiping out every order within 6,000 acres of that target, a target that you made it out of alive.
Seems like you already know the story. You invite strangers over to share. You gonna make s'mores? We were a kill squad. Black Ops. Commander Sharp started the program shortly after we arrived on this planet. Closed down 2 years ago. But you already knew all that. Nobody wants to know about what happened in Sylvanas. Not around here. I suggest you find Commander Sharp and make sure he knows what you're doing.
I already know. Please, feel free to have a seat.
This is your home?
Yeah. Welcome. Be honest with you, I prefer to work from here. I absolutely hate the office. There's just no room to think in those glass cells.
There were rumors you died.
Well, the bad thing about a rumor is it can spread around an entire world before the truth even has a chance to put its boots on.
Sylvanas, what happened?
Just went over that.
Yeah, well, I'd like to go over it again. Unless you have something more important to be doing.
It was an extraction mission. The extraction team was dropped off into the woods. I was team lead.
Most of these guys had never seen action before, and since we didn't exactly know what we were looking for, everything was important.
We walked to LZ. Once we spotted them, we started to put them down, the entire horde.
I'd been in dogfights before, but this was different. They just kept coming out of the trees. So many of them we couldn't keep count.
And the actual extraction?
It never happened. After we disposed of the bodies, we combed the entire forest, but we didn't find the source.
Of?
The pathosis. Whatever turned those things into what they became.
The reason you didn't find anything that day, Casey, is because there wasn't anything to be found.
I don't understand.
Martin, would you give us the room, please? You know, when I first arrived at this planet, William Crawford warned that there'd be days like these.
He was your mentor, right?
Yeah, mentor. He's the real reason why we were even here in the first place. He entrusted me with keeping this planet safe while he and his son explored the rest of the universe. I remember him telling me that the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams, but also in the darkness of their nightmares.
You're talking about what happened in Sylvanas.
Like I said, there was no extraction mission. We already knew that Pathosis had been teleported out of those woods before you and your men were even commissioned to arrive there.
Then why send us?
Containment. We had to be absolutely certain that nothing made it out of those woods alive, even at the expense of our own men.
Who stole the pathosis?
That part we don't know, Casey.
So my men died for nothing?
No. Your men died so life could go on. You and I wouldn't even be standing in this room right now if it weren't for those Marines. That virus, it would have spread through the cosmos like a wildfire. Those Marines are heroes. The same goes for you.
So what does you want from me? What are you selling?
I was wondering what it would take to convince you to go back there.
To Sylvanas? For what purpose?
I need you to save my life, Casey.
Where were you this time?
The woods. Again.
We should write it down.
No. There's nothing new. It's the same thing over and over.
Look, sooner or later you'll forget.
And if I don't?
It'll take more than bad memories to scare me away from you.
Sleep.
I'm awake. I'll put on some coffee.
I'm trying. I am. Just these bad dreams.
And we'll start making new dreams. Happy ones. Together.
All right. I'm here. Now what?
Commander,
Oh. Proceed.
what I'm about to show you is classified. Any idea what this is? That's Niko. It's a complex virus that does the simplest of things to its victims. It rapidly speeds up the aging process. That's what you saw on Sylvanas. Skin and bone.
They look like zombies.
Cognitive functions erode as quickly as the body.
When I first came here, I read a brief about colonized weapons. How the species that inhabited this planet before we arrived were able to weaponize the populace.
William Crawford forbid the neo-military from declassifying that brief. He was adamantly opposed to such a notion because we came here to live in peace, not make war.
So who let the virus out? Who turned it into a weapon? So someone who's not in this room doesn't share William's same affinity for Kumbaya.
We know very little about the species that inhabited Sylvanas. But what we do know is that someone got their hands on that virus long enough to test it there and then remove it from that part of the planet. Until now.
Until now, what does that mean?
It means we've tracked the virus origin back to those woods.
We'd like for you to take a trip back there and see if you can locate it for us.
With a team?
Just you. A team will attract the kind of attention we don't want.
Casey, you were the only Marine to survive that disaster last time. I wouldn't dream of asking anyone else to do this.
Commander Sharp is dying. If the Niko virus can speed up one's life cycle, we have reason to believe we can reverse the effects. Commander Sharp has offered his body up to that research. But in order to do this, we need the pathosis brought back here.
When?
We'd give you the night. We'll bring the neuroinhibitor here in the morning. It's a full day's trip to that side of the planet. And timing is of the utmost importance. We need to get the virus before anyone else does.
Remember, when you're thinking about this, you could be helping this old man out.
What's in this one?
Coffee.
You know, they look so different from here than they did back home.
You think so?
Yep. Although I don't remember if I ever took the time to look at them. I mean, actually stop and really look. Wonder why they're there. For what purpose?
Tends to be the case. You don't know what you'll miss till it's gone.
What's on your mind?
There was someone else there that day.
What do you mean?
I saw it. It was only for a few seconds, but I saw with my own two eyes. We weren't alone that day.
How come you never mentioned this before?
Who would I tell?
Me! I mean, did you even write any of it down?
2 years I've been writing nonsense in that notebook, and for what? Nothing changes.
What aren't you telling me?
Commander Sharp asked me to go back to Sylvanas.
What? Why? That place is in ruins.
He wants me to find what we set out to get the first time around.
Well, what did you say to him?
I leave in the morning.
You know, it never got dark enough back home. That's why I never saw the stars.
And now?
I can see them just fine from here.
I'm online. Navigation is online, prepping reverse thrusters for landing.
All right, but watch your entry down there. There could be some solar disturbances on the surface. Now pay attention. With high winds down there, you want to use the Marine rover to get to the other end of the landing zone. Now, you remember how to fly one of those, right?
It's been a minute. Hopefully it's like riding a bike. I'm picking up a weak beacon. Are you seeing this?
Yeah, it's faint, but yes. Listen, let me know what you find.
There's something down here. Projection.
Alive?
Negative. I don't think I'm alone out here. I'm picking up signals everywhere.
We're seeing the signals too, but it could be the storm interference, so just keep going, but keep your eyes and ears open. You hear me, Casey?
It looks clear. I don't see anything alarming besides the projection. Sending you visuals. Wait, we got movement on my 6.
Casey, you gotta get out of there. If you get caught, the mission is lost.
Who would know we were here?
I don't know, just get the hell out of there. Martin is opening a portal, but we need a clearing. It's 200 meters north, so you gotta get moving now. We need you back here in one piece, just remember that.
I'm on my way. Keep whatever the hell it is that's down there off my ass until I reach the portal.
It doesn't make sense. No one knew I was coming. I didn't even make it out of the woods.
Someone or something was already there.
Their Kodak was old. It was like an ancient species.
Someone must have beat us to the punch.
Which means we're not the only ones looking for the Niko pathosis.
Yes, but why?
Maybe another civilization wants to use it the same way we do.
Or maybe they don't want us to get our hands on it at all.
So what do? We just give up?
We can't give up. We find another way.
We still have a weak signal on the pathosis.
Where?
The payload is still coming from Sylvanas.
Send me back.
Right now, You left your ship.
Archive says there's another one down there. If we wait any longer, we might lose our only chance at this. You have clearance?
Look around. Look at where we are.
This isn't legal? What?
Have you ever heard of the elliptical accords?
It was something Aiden Crawford brokered when we arrived here. An agreement. Why?
It's more than an agreement, Casey. The Accords became our constitution, living peacefully alongside the species that already inhabited this planet.
A blade of grass is a commonplace on Earth. It would be a miracle on Neo. Our descendants on Neo will know the value of a patch of green. You value the human race highly, yet we have seen from a distance dark passages that mankind has himself sealed.
Aiden Crawford brokered the deal, and the human migration began shortly after that. But we live and die by those accords. Think of them as the 10 commandments of space travel, or the ethics of the cosmos.
You have my word. The human race will learn the value of this place.
Then it is agreed. Migration with exploration shall be allowed. Every surviving species has become spacefaring. Your kind should be no different.
What I'm saying is, any unplanned excavation violates those accords.
But this is a mission.
Missions of any kind are to be logged in a universal database. Full transparency.
And we didn't do that?
No. Hence the need for discretion with finding the Niko virus.
Yes, but if someone is looking for the same thing we are, doesn't it mean they're breaking the same rules as us?
Only if they're one of the species bound by the Accords.
He's right. Because we have no idea who we're up against here. They can be from another planet, they could be from a completely different universe for all we know. But once that pathosis is gone, it's gone forever.
I'm a soldier. This should be simple.
You're right, Casey, you are a soldier. But this takes some decorum. All right, think of this as a ballroom dance. All right, steps must be carefully planned, or else.
Or else what?
Or else we'll be asked to leave.
And by leave, he means exterminated. Casey, do you remember that mission you made to the ancient temples?
How could I forget?
That guy one hell of a fight. Our species, we're defined by so many close calls. But this one could do us in for good.
Are we gonna talk about it?
I'm home, aren't I?
This time? You're going back out there, aren't you?
I'm not sure.
Do not do that to me. Do not start that whole man of a few words thing with me.
What do you want me to say, Marie? I don't know.
You don't know.
This is who I am. I'm a Marine.
You're not a Marine anymore. And I came here to be with you, not lie awake in bed wondering if I'd ever see you again.
You came here for the same reason as everyone else. Earth died. You had a choice. Come here or die alongside it. You made a decision. Besides, you didn't even know me till you got here.
Oh, so all the messages, the countless hours on video calls, that was what? Just me wasting my time getting to know someone on another planet?
That's not what I meant.
Commander Sharp doesn't own you.
I'm trying to get this right. The bad dreams? You think I can get all that handled by scribbling some damn notebook every night? The only way I can get right is to find the pathosis. If it can help Sharp, it can help me. Hey, we're not done. Marie!
Casey, what the hell are you doing here?
Can't sleep. You?
Work. I didn't know you were coming up. Is everything all right?
What's wrong with him? Sharp.
He has a degenerative muscle disorder. Basically, all of his cognitive functions are collapsing. One day, he'll wake up and might not be able to walk. The next, he loses his arm function. Till finally, he loses the rest until there's nothing left.
And the doctors here think that whatever we need on Sylvanas will solve all that?
That's the idea.
Idea? Ideas can be dangerous. So what about me? What about the nightmares, the headaches?
Nothing is documented, but Sharp strongly believes the Niko virus can be genetically altered. So yes.
Can I tell you something? That day on Sylvanas, when my whole unit was slaughtered, there was someone else out there with us in the woods.
Really?
Then I go back, and there's someone else already there. It's like they're always one step ahead of us, Martin.
What are you suggesting?
I don't know. Maybe we need to go at this another way.
Such as?
Get me in the air. Tonight.
Once I get to the woods, turn on location beacons on. I'll make my way from there.
I'm pinging a location now.
Talk to me, Martin.
All clear. There's a tunnel on the other end of the woods. The pathosis signal is coming from there.
I'm on my way. Okay, I'm here.
Good. Further in, you should see an old comm center. The pathosis signal is strongest there, so keep an eye out. Shit, Casey! You've got company. Behind you, 100 meters. Find the comms nest fast.
How many of them?
Too many. You need to move now.
Someone's been here. Projections, all dead.
Do you see the pathosis?
Martin, did you hear what I just said?
They're closing in. Find it now.
This ought to help us move faster.
Casey, there's another signal.
More bogeys?
No, this is something else. Get the hell out of there!
What the?
What was that?
I don't know.
They were dressed like me, like a soldier.
I said I don't know.
What's happening here? The bots? I understand, but why would our own people be following me? And who told them I was there in the first place?
I don't know.
What happens now?
Now? Now I get to tell Sharp what we did. We failed, Casey. Which probably means someone else got that pathosis out of that room, and now we have no way of tracking it until we get a location nailed down.
Well, how long is that gonna take?
I don't know. Could be never. It's early, it's late. Or both. Point is, the sun is up. Just go home.
The mission in the woods? The tunnel just now? Dead projections? Something doesn't make sense here.
Before you start asking questions about things you don't want to know answers to, I suggest you see Sharp. Yeah, it's me. He's coming.
Sir?
Casey's a funny thing about the truth when you get old. Is that the truth makes it easier to remember things. Lies are just too damn complicated to remember. Trust me.
I want you to be honest with me.
The Fountain of Youth. That's what Aiden Crawford called
The Nikopathosis.
Nikopathosis, that's right. He discovered it about a decade before we began our migration here. That's what the Accords were originally intended for and set up to protect. You see, Casey, something isn't really true until you discover that men are willing to die for it.
Who else knows?
Just us. And the various species that attended the Accords meeting.
So then you call another meeting and find out which one of them is trying to get their hands on the Niko virus.
Well, even if that were possible, what would I tell them as to why we even want it in the first place?
Commander, you're a pioneer. You're responsible for altering the span of time and saving an entire race in the process. I'd say you're entitled to it, sir.
Pouring it on a little thick there, aren't you, Captain? You know, Martin called me before you showed up. I already know. And I'm not angry, I'm not. It was a noble thing you did.
I didn't think anyone would be there when I arrived. How well do you know Martin?
What do you mean, how well do I know him?
I showed up here and he was doing something on his laptop. Something I'm pretty sure he didn't want me to see.
Go on.
Every time I show up on Sylvanas with a plan, someone else is already there. Who else has knowledge of what we're doing here?
It's you and me.
And Martin. I'm not saying Martin is doing this, but I'm also not saying he's not. The only way to be sure is to get his laptop and log into his server access.
All right, I'll take care of it. I will. You're dismissed, Captain Reynolds. Martin trying to kill me.
I used to be just like you.
Aiden?
Why do we love the stars? Is it hope? Destiny? Or is it just important for us to believe that falling stars can make our wishes come true?
You're not really here?
That's right.
Where are you?
Far, far away. Too far to even come back here, that's for sure.
Why did you come?
We're connected, you and I.
Connected in how?
You know, I've learned something valuable up here. Your sense of worth means nothing until you look up and see it reflected in somebody else. We're all connected by the vastness of space. It's like folding a piece of paper over and over. It creates distance, but you can still touch both ends with the same hand. You're dealing with it, aren't you? The space.
Ever since I came here, I haven't felt like a human. This place is home, but what is home, really? And now I'm pushing away the only person who has ever cared about how I felt up here.
Then stop pushing.
It's a little too late for all that.
1,000 fibers connect us with our fellow men. And among those fibers, as sympathetic threads, our actions run as causes, and they come back to us as effects.
Your father trusted Sharp, didn't he?
Very much. As did I. Why do you ask?
I don't know. Something's going on in Sylvanas.
The Niko virus. We all know about that. Even as far away as we are.
I think someone's trying to get their hands on it before we do.
For what purpose?
I don't know for certain, but I think it can be manipulated in some way.
Have you asked Sharp? He's always been a straight shooter.
He's looking into it. There's someone I think might be playing both sides of the fence here.
I meant, did you ask Sharp if it's him?
But you just told me you trusted him.
Casey, in all my years exploring the furthest corners of the universe, it has become my opinion that you don't always want to find the stray dog. Rather, the person responsible for letting him off the leash.
Sir?
Realize I never leave this house, Martin.
Where would you go?
I had a good friend and colleague back home. His name was Robert McGrady. Wonder whatever happened to him.
Commander, should we be worried?
No. There's no sense in worrying about things that are out of our control. What I'd like for you to do is get Casey to the Pathosis and quickly. We're gonna move ahead as planned. And get rid of that thing now.
You were right. I shouldn't take my personal frustrations out on you. am sorry. Please don't shut me out. What can I do?
The mission to Sylvanas. What did you see? This is how you keep me in your life.
It was mayhem. We were told we were going to be alone in the woods. Skin was hanging off their bodies. I had seen stuff like that back home in Africa, you know? Never thought anything would top that. This did. Anyway, we fought off as many as we could. I mean, they just kept coming out of the trees. But there was this one. This one that didn't look like the others. It had armor on, glowing eyes. And it was as if it was content just to sit there and watch the rest of us kill each other.
What was it?
That's the thing that haunts me the most.
But why?
Because someone once told me, sometimes you have to see your own reflection to understand your self-worth.
Your men didn't die because of you. I don't think that's the reason you can't sleep at night.
No?
I think the reason you have these awful memories is because you don't know why you were really there in the first place. What is it?
Martin, he wants me to come in.
No. You can't keep doing this to yourself.
I don't know who I can trust anymore. And I'm gonna make damn sure I can find out who I can. If staying here is the only way I can convince you to stay, wait for me. Think about it real hard, and when I get back, if you still want me around, I swear I will never leave you again.
Casey, what are you doing here?
Last time I went in, you led me to that tunnel because you knew someone else was with me, didn't you?
What?
Don't ask me to repeat myself. The tunnel. You knew I was being followed.
Don't be ridiculous.
I'm not talking about the bots, neither. You saw him. It was a soldier. Don't bullshit me, Martin.
I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
No? Log in. I want to see the memory server bank from that night. Do it.
I can't do that.
Sure you can. You can do whatever you want, right? Or maybe you're just a dog that got let off the leash.
I can't.
Why the hell not?
Because I swore him to secrecy.
Sharp?
You know that message you received? It wasn't from Martin. It was from me. I'm sorry, Casey. I truly am. was never my intention for you to find out this way.
What did you do?
I saw an opportunity and I took it. William Crawford never believed in weaponizing the technology on this planet, but he was never around long enough to see the need for it.
You lied to him?
No, I omitted. I sent you and your Marines in to eliminate the infected species, and while you were doing that, I asked another species to go in and steal the pathosis.
What species?
One that wasn't at the Accords, one that was able to test the virus safely on their own planet, and then let me know if the effects of it could be reversed.
The dead projections?
The species, when they realized how much power the Niko virus had, they did not want to part with it. And that was not part of our agreement, believe me. They began placing pieces of it all over the planet. I ended up sending another group of Marines in to find them, and after a while there were complications.
We've recovered 90% of the pathosis.
And the bots?
Bots, they work for me. Private security, they know nothing about my mission.
Your mission? You're no soldier.
Maybe not in the truest sense. But you said it yourself. I'm a pioneer. I run into the unknown while others run away from it. Does that sound familiar?
So was any of it true? Any of it about you? Are you even really dying?
I may have overacted a little bit, but it's all true. Now, you might consider me some kind of arms dealer. That's fine. But my life is coming to an end. And this pathosis is my last chance at saving myself, not to mention the countless other species that could benefit from it in the process. That includes yourself.
You don't give a shit about me.
I don't give a shit. I wouldn't send you in to do something that I would refuse to do myself. I'm just not in a...
It was you. In the tunnel. Pointing your pistol at me.
I had to be sure.
Sure of what?
That you could be trusted.
Well, how do you expect me to trust you?
Casey, just go back in there, find the pathosis and bring it back to me, and you'll see. If the de-aging process works for me, I can cure millions of sick people, it maybe even save life itself, all in one fell swoop.
No deal.
He wasn't really asking.
Marie, right? Your significant other? This is her work visa, and it looks like it's up for review at the end of this month. You know, if you do this for me, I can make sure she never has to worry about going back to that dead planet ever again. Because if she goes back there, you know that's a death sentence, right? You refuse to do this for me, I'll make sure she's on the very next pod back.
You wouldn't.
You want to try me?
All right. But Sharp, I shoot to kill.
Martin, I'm here. I'm uploading the data link as we speak.
He's close.
All right, just keep him off me until we're done. Then finish it.
You better hurry.
I'm sorry, Casey, but this is the way it has to be. You killed the projections after they figured out your plan!
You're too smart, Casey. Maybe for your own good. Now come on out and let's finish this.
He's dead.
What are you gonna do to me? Kill me?
You're gonna answer for this.
Casey.
When I get back, I suggest you don't be here. Do you understand?
Back from where?
To find Accord members. William Crawford had a vision for this place, and this is not it. You can answer for that.
But in reality, Martin wouldn't have to answer for anything. Remember this?
Telekinetic holography.
You see, technology is like magic. You have to see it to believe it. While everything you just saw was happening back on Neo, I was actually here, on this planet. Martin was right. I am dying. We all are. But that wasn't the only reason I tried so hard to get my hands on Apoptosis. Remember this guy? Seemed pretty inconsequential last time you saw him, but he is most definitely not. After the attack on NB-22, this happened. An army of technology created with one purpose, the extermination of our species. I met with our allies in the cosmos, but they informed me that the demise of our species was inevitable. See, we'd done too much damage, too much rearranging in the space fabric of time. There would be only one way to change our fate now. I'll have to go back. That would be my new mission, not to NB-22 or NASA or anywhere else I've traveled for that matter. No, I'll have to save the human race. I'll have to find this woman. She holds the key, but that mission we'll have to save for another time.
I thought about what you said. Is it done?
For now.
That sounds ominous.
That's not coffee.
Yeah, well, some mornings you need a little something extra.
I think I can get rid of the notebook for a while. Get some sleep for a change.
Over for now isn't the same as being over.
It is for now.
Before I forget, let me pass along a little message from Aiden Crawford, one of our founders up here in deep space. Everyone has a little sun, a little moon in them. A little dark, a little light. Every one of us has both good and bad forces working around us, against us, and within us. Each of us up here on Neo yearn to live in peace with everything and everyone around us, lest we forget. Once again, I'm Commander Joseph Sharp, and welcome to Andromeda.
I'd shake your hand, but you're not really here.
Robert, it is good to see you, old friend.
It's been a while. Heard you ran into some trouble on Neo.
A synthetic version of me, yes. But the real me, the one you see a hologram of right now, is alive and well.
So, what brings you 1.47 million light years from home?
Mistakes. Paradox.
Temporal?
Grandfather paradox. To be more specific, it's an informational loop, one that we never really closed.
But everything changed as predicted. I don't understand.
After William entrusted me with the final prodigy chip, we created what they call a bootstrap.
A retrocausality, right? But his wife convinced him to send you to NB-22, and not Aiden.
Yes, but that big of a change caused a consequence of itself. One that we never saw coming.
Larger than parallel dimensional theory. What consequences?
One where the human race never existed in the first place.
You're talking about infallible foreknowledge.
That's correct. We need to travel back in time to the exact point where the perfect predictor happens.
How? We have no way of knowing when or where that occurs.
I've narrowed it down. The problem is we have to travel so far back in time that any change we make can cause massive consequences. That and this business on Sylvanas has left my reputation a bit unpolished.
I came here to live in peace. I was on the last ship off Earth. You didn't see what that planet had become. Maybe I'm happy here, alone, and naive. Maybe I prefer to leave the past right where it is.
Robert, if we don't go back, there is no Earth.
Okay, where are we going?
1983.